Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to the dollhouse. I am your yarn host, Kira, and I've gotten a lot of feedback on my Temu video, which I didn't think was a big deal, but thank you. So I figured I'd do another one, and this time give you kind of the ins and outs and maybe learn through my mistakes of cost-effective crafting. If you haven't heard of Temu, Temu's an app that sells anything and everything you could possibly think of. Hello, Miss Helena, how are you? This is old lady Helena. She is older than any cat deserves to be. This lady is considered by our vet to be beyond geriatric, and she tolerates me. This is my husband's cat. This is his buddy. She's a good old girl. She was in our driveway when I came home from one of my medical tests one day, and I happened to hit the right sympathy note with my husband, and we got to keep her. So, this is our dear Helena. Anyway, Temu. Temu is an app. I got into Temu first because someone shared it with me because of their clicky games. Now, if you do not know what clicky games are those little things that keep you busy but are kind of pointless on the phone, just tapping things with your thumb, you know, clicky games. So there's several different games on Temu, but if you're persistent while spending no money at all without having to over bombard my friends with spam messages, I have amassed quite a selection of free prizes from Temu. I am not paid. I am not a sponsor. Temu has never given me anything for free. They're welcome to, but I haven't gotten anything. It seems like it's stupid for me not to buy things cheaper. I understand the whole, American made, and I try to buy yarn from companies in the United States if I can, but there are some days that I just don't have $13 for a skein of Karen yarn. And some things, the yarn quality per se doesn't necessarily matter as much. I started getting Temu yarn because that was one of the choices I picked in one of the giveaways. And this was my introduction to Temu yarn. This is what they call on their website a 6-pack, 50-gram multicolor milk cotton, 100% acrylic. If you look up what milk cotton is, they will explain the process where they take industrial grade milk remnants and somehow chemically alchemy the proteins in the yarn, the proteins in the milk to make yarn. I don't fully understand it. I'm not going to tell you that I do, but I do know that if you have a milk allergy, this yarn will not affect you. I also know that the website on Temu explains that it is 100% acrylic and OTEK hypoallergenic. But this 6-pack of yarn on their site today is $8.77. It's about a 50-gram ball. It comes in a lot of options, but this was the option I picked on the freebie thing. And I figured, nah. If I don't use it, I don't use it. If it's not good, I can always make dog blankets, cat blankets, because Comfort for Critters doesn't care what kind of yarn I use, and neither do the animals in the shelters. The only thing that bothers me is sometimes this, boop, is the ball band. That's it. Sometimes you don't get a ball band. Sometimes it just says nothing. This has pretty pictures. But it's soft. It is applied yarn. It does have sections where it gets a little splitty. But overall, it's easy to work with, and this has gotten me used to doing thinner yarns. So I figured I could work this up, and we'll see if we can make a ripple stitch. So I'm not quite done yet. This is skein number 5 that I am in the middle of right now. But I turned this 50-gram ball into this. This is my ripple stitch lacy shawl, and I'm almost done, but this is on skein number 5 so far. Can also double as a scarf. It looks better when it's bunched together. The colors are a lot stronger because if you use it as a shawl like this, you can have the holes in the pattern. But if you wear it as a scarf, you don't see those holes, so it's just the color that jumps out. I think it's cute. And it's squishy, and it's marshmallowy, and it's nice. And it was free yarn. So, the terms for yarn on Temu I have found very widely. And sometimes it doesn't help to read the description. Sometimes it does help to read the description, and I didn't read it. So, But this was my introduction to Temu yarn. I can't tell you how many things I've made with this. I have oodles of dog blankets made of Temu yarn. My next project with that particular bunch is going to be another festival hat. Now this earthquake, holy crap monkeys. Yeah, editing, we will go. Okay. This is what Temu considers smudge dyed yarn, which comes in several colors. You can buy it in the 2 skein pack, which I bought new, which is listed on their website as $5.66 for 2. Or if you play the clicky games, you can get it for free. But this comes in a crazy amount of colors that all seem to be variegated. But I got the Halloweeny colors. So mixing the Halloweeny colors with the yellow, I have made a festival hat. Elf hat, fairy hat, fae hat. It's got all kinds of names. There you go. Boop. Temu yarn. And it's soft, and it's squishy, and it's lovely. This isn't perfect, but this was my first fae hat, festival hat, whatever you want to call it. There's 80,000 different names for everything. And it's super soft. A lot of the milk cotton that I've gotten from Temu feels to me like teeny tiny chenille. So that was the smudge dyed yarn. I have not yet worked up the extra loud pink and very bright blue. I've yet to work that up. Although the pink and blue ones came with free little stitch markers floating around in there. This one actually has a ball band with information on it, but not information I can read. Not information I can read. Though this one has washing instructions on it. It says warm machine wash. Medium iron. Do not bleach. Do not tumble dry. Dry flat. So, that's the smudge dyed yarn. Milk cotton. You can get it in 3 packs. This says skin friendly milk cotton. 5 joint sock, I think is the name of the company. But yeah, a lot of them say dry in the shade, hand washing only. This is 100% polypropylene with a 10% return tide, which I'm not even sure what that means. But none of these have batch numbers on them. None of them. I have never found Temu yarn that has a batch number at all. None. I even went so far as to get brave. And I bought t-shirt yarn from Temu. Now, the smudge dyed 2-pack is listed today for $5.66. $5.66. This is listed, today is $2.24. The t-shirt yarn is also listed as $2.24. And it's not really t-shirty. It's not, I guess it's not American t-shirty, is maybe what I'm saying. Because the t-shirt yarn says it's 68% cotton and 32% nylon. And it's a very fettuccine ribbon kind of thing. I thought it would be neat to make bags with. I haven't made one yet, but I thought it would be neat. So, when you go on Temu, you download the app, make an account like for everything else anymore. A lot of people have said to me, aren't you worried about scamming? Aren't you worried about scammers? Aren't you worried about it's a Chinese app with scammers? I use PayPal. They don't have my credit card information. They have my PayPal information. They don't have my credit card information. If they want to share with other people that, like, spooky cute is kind of my thing, I'm okay with that, because I would share that with people anyway. Spooky cute is spooky cute. Temu's got me pegged pretty good, and they recommend a lot of spooky cute things. But I do think Temu has a benefit for the crafter. I really do, because especially if you're disabled and stuck in bed most of the time, sometimes clicky game takes your mind off of what's going on in the world, and you can just click, clicky, clicky, and forget it. So, you know, free stuff is free. I'm good with that. I've gotten more than crafting stuff. I have bookcases and shelves and storage containers, and because cheap. And free is free, I guess. But if you're just starting crochet, or even if you make, you know, if you've been doing this forever and you make donation projects, or you're just looking for an inexpensive way to try out different stuff, you really can't beat the price. You really can't. Free? How are you going to be free? You don't have to pay shipping. You win one of the clicky games. It tells you in the beginning, pick your prizes, and it tells you how long it's going to take you to get there, and click, 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 and then they send you stuff. They send you stuff without buying anything. Why would you not do that? You don't have to give them a credit card. They have PayPal. They take, I want to say Klarna. Klarna or Shop Pay. One of those is an option. But you don't have to give them your credit card information. So why not? They have oodles of different crochet hooks there. They have crafting bags. They have, you name it. But the yarn selection, you can't go on Temu and say, I need a solid cotton in purple. You can't be that specific. If you're willing to be kind of iffy on, you know, what the colors are, it works out. I have never had a problem, even with separate orders, with the yarn not matching. This yarn came in a different order than this yarn. No lot number, no dye lot, no batch number, no nothing. Halo dyed colored woven thread is not what it says on the website, but that's what it says on the bag. But I've never had a problem with the colors not matching. I have had more of a problem with big box US brands and colors not matching. So, I can't tell you where to buy yarn. I can't tell you you're gonna like the yarn. You might buy this and hate it. You know what? If you get free yarn and you don't like it, I don't think anyone was hurt. If I get yarn I don't like, I pass it on to somebody else who might like it. I either send it to one of my friends who's crafty, or I pack it up. We do a lot of Vietnam Veterans of America pickups. You go on the website and tell them you have stuff, and they just come and pick it up. So we do a lot of those. But if you're scared of Temu, because media, I can't guarantee your safety. I can't guarantee that you will not get scammed. I can only share my experience. And in my experience, I get a lot of stuff for free. So, I mean, it takes a month to get all your fish fed, or it takes 60 days to water your little farm thing, but I got time. I got nothing but time right now. So, why not? I just figured I'd share my experience. Your mileage may vary because you are not me. And only I get to live in my brain. I'm sorry. Not really. But I haven't had a problem. I've heard a lot of the news media. I've heard a lot of it's a Chinese spy app. I'm not doing anything on my phone to spy on. What are they going to spy on? My Twitter? Anyway, I just figured I'd share my Temu experience. Currently not working with the Temu yarn except on the Ripple Shawl, which I have 1.5 more skeins to go. Currently stuck on Loom Knit, because Loom Knit you can do laying down, you can do sitting up, you can do you know, you don't have to necessarily sit up and pay attention. So loom knitting is really good for me on crash days because I can lay down and loom knit. I have no idea what I'm going to make, but this yarn, yeah, I'm not even trying to pronounce those English letters because that is not a word. But this is a stunningly bright blue with a neon pink with gold and lighter pink, and it's just such a weird color combination. I really can't wait to see what this works up as, because weird color combinations. And all of the milk cotton seems to feel the same. They have several manufacturers that they supply from. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing any of these names because I will just butcher them. But there's several suppliers, but they all seem to have mostly the same weight and mostly the same texture. If you go with anything that says milk cotton, I have come across the variegated one that I got, not in the rainbow pack, but in the just 5-pack of itself. Seems to rove a little bit. We got thicker parts, we got thinner parts, but it seems to be a 2-weight. To me, it's listed. Well, the only thing I have with things that I can understand is, you know, the little circle with the 3. So I'm assuming they mean it's a 3-weight, but it's a very fine 3-weight. I would classify this as a sock weight, but I'm getting more comfortable with it. So, you know, I figured I'd share my experience with Temu Yarn, because if I can save you $1, I'm there. Every dollar counts. And if you're just starting out, if you can deal with the poor translation on some of these things, and if you can be entertained by the poor translation on some of these things, is even better. But I have gotten an entire set that comes with a little zippy bag that says the greatest happiness in life. But happiness in life is all one word. The greatest happiness in life. I got this for free. It's listed on the website as like $4. We got stitch markers. We got darning needles. We got a tape measure. We got a thimble. We got a ring that looks like a yarn guide kind of thing. And we got a full set of hooks for $4. And these are very close to Clover or More hooks. Sometimes when you order hooks from Temu, they smell funky. They look funky. Sometimes they don't have very much of a taper. Sometimes they don't have very much of a point. So you really have to pay attention to what you're buying. I love these hooks. I can't afford Clover or More hooks, so I will take the made by the same manufacturer, Buff Clover or More hooks, and be perfectly happy with them. I think the other thing I wanted to share with you today was, I'm trying to figure out how this worked. Okay. You might need a map for this because it's a little convoluted, but one of my Twitter X, I will refer to it as Twitter because that makes more sense and everybody knows what you mean. one of the people I follow on Twitter asked me if I would be willing to donate something for a giveaway. And I said, sure, I don't have a problem with that, whatever. So I donated my Halloween blanket, my claret red Halloween blanket that had a marled gray and black border that I made a fan border, so it was like little tombstones. So it was a little Halloweeny lap blanket, shawl wrap kind of thing. And the person who won happened to be a small business that sends out sticker packs. They're called buddy packs, B-U-D-E packs. And it's for smokers. It's for, you know, just a little goofy, here's something, I was thinking of you. They're good for like adults on Halloween. You'll hand those to the adults. They have a piece of candy in them. They have stickers. They have rolling papers. They have... Anyway, I knew she dealt with stickers. So I said, hey, let me send you a stack of my Dollhouse Sweet stickers. Which I don't have my stickers on hand. But those are my new stickers. That was drawn up by Possum Mood on Twitter, just for me. As opposed to my old stickers, which was drawn by my tattoo artist, Mr. Stankus, care of Northside Tattoo Company. But these are my new stickers. And I sent out a stack of my new stickers with her giveaway prize. And said, you know, if you want, throw these in your buddy packs, and we'll keep the love rolling. And the first person that gets a buddy pack with your sticker, with my sticker in it, and posts it on Twitter, they get something free too. So it just so happened that we did the giveaway in September. And someone posted yesterday that they got a buddy pack with one of my stickers in it. So I said, congrats. What you want? I said, what's your favorite color? So they said, bright green and goldenrod. I'm like, hi. It is so not in my color palette. Bright green I got. Bright green I can handle. Can't find the plain bright green right now. So I said, hey, it's getting to be chilly. It's getting to be cold weather. It's getting to be Christmas. You're going to wear this when it's cold. So, how about we just make it sparkly? So, I knit loom a hat. It's green and gold. I have a love-hate relationship with hats with pom-poms. I do not make very good pom-poms. I am not good at the whole haircut part of it, making sure everything is even. And from back in the school days, I just have memories of pom-poms being a target to people behind you. Because if you had a pom-pom on your hat and you went to school, if you weren't in kindergarten, whoever was behind you was going to yoink your pom-pom off. So I figured out, after whipping this up on the loom, because I can't knit, so loom knitting helps. So I knit this up, and since I don't like pom-poms, I said, we'll make some springies. I love putting springies on the top of hats. I think these are so much more fun than pom-poms. Because if you're bored, you can just take your hat off and just sit there and do this. And if you don't know how to make a little spring, these are the easiest thing to do. My average little spring starts with a chain of 25. Easy peasy. And I will show you how. I'll make you a yellow one so you can see it. I don't have an overhead thing. I am working on getting an overhead thing. Please excuse my hair. I took a shower this morning and it's just kind of wolfing. I need a haircut. Excuse me. Okay. Slipknot. Slipknot chain 25. I leave a little bit extra tail if I know what's going on a hat, because that way I can use the tails to sew it on the top of the hat. Just chain 25, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this works with any yarn. 8, 9. I'm using a 4 weight, and I am using a 5.5 hook. 13, 14, 15, 16. You can do these any length you want. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I start with 25 and I figure that's a good length for putting on top of a hat for an adult. Chain of 25. Easy peasy. Half double crochet. Yarn over. Work into foop, foop, this way. Not this. Your working yarn doesn't count. Anything that is on the hook does not count as a stitch because it's not a completed stitch yet. So you're going to go first stitch, second stitch, and you're just going to half double into the second stitch from the hook. Half double, and you do that 4 times in each stitch. So you just yarn over, go into that same stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 3, yarn over, go into that same stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 3 until you have 4, and then you just move on to the next stitch, and you pull up a loop, pull it through all 3, loop over, pull up a loop, pull through all 3, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through all 3, and you just do 4 half doubles in each stitch. And it takes a few stitches to start taking shape. You're going to be doing this the first time, looking at me going, I don't know what this is, but this is not a spiral, and Kira lied to me, and I swear to you I did not. This is what it starts looking like. Now you just continue, yarn over, next stitch, half double, half double, half double, half double, and after a couple stitches it'll tell you which way it wants to curl. So this one wants to go that way, so you do a couple more stitches, make sure you go up the chain and make sure you don't skip a stitch. And if you half double 4 times in each stitch, after about 5 or 6 stitches that you put 4 half doubles in each, it will start to cooperate. I find this incredibly relaxing because you don't really have to think. You can just 1, 2, 3, 4, next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, next one, which some days it takes too much effort to count past 4. So, you know, springies are relaxing. I know people that call them strings. Strings. La 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 la. Springs. I know people that call them springs. I know people that call them worry worms, because if you put two little eyes on a longer one, you can use it as a fidget device, which is so much fun. I've never made a stupid long sprungy. I should try. But see, you got a couple rows in, and it starts to be springy. I think that's the best way to top a hat. Personally, I think that's the best way to top a hat. I am knocking my phone over. I am just now learning the wonders of the tassel. This is my first tassel, not including tasseling a scarf. But this was my first attempt at tassel making, and I'm pretty proud of myself. So yeah, Temu Yarn is not bad. It's really not. And if you can get it for free, it's really not bad. I'm going to finish up this hat. I got about 15 bajillion things to do. But I figured I'd share with you guys the love of this springy. This springy works with any yarn, in any size. It's just a math thing, I guess. So, yeah. Go get you some yarn. I'll put some links down there. That's about it. That's all I got today. I took a shower, and the bed is changed, and I have fresh sheets on, and I have clean jammies on, and now I'm tired. So I think that's all we got today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching me ramble. Go get you some yarn. Go play some clicky games. It's free. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Sprinkle kindness like seeds. Be good. Bye, lovelies.